and you can see the difference right there. Wow. Yeah, so we're just decimating them with the help of our new commander. Boom, boom, boom. Get him. Come on, pop. There we go. Are you good? If not, let's get good. It's Wednesday night, and that means I am playing Endless Space Vaulters. So in the last episode, we began building our invasion force so that we could come over and invade Mira and Rookbot. So it doesn't look like Mira is actually the last system before the galaxy string on this side. I think this is. Yeah, that's probably it. So what we're going to do is we are going to continue building our ground pounder invasion forces, but we also want to make sure that we get a colony ship built. And I'll probably come over to Karana and build it there. And Karana is still outside of our area of influence. However, I believe that the only thing affected by influence, as I looked into it based on feedback from one of the viewers last week, the only things that are actually affected are science and dust. So if we want to, we can build sustainable farms here, and I think that's probably a good plan. Adaptation centers won't do much for us. Yeah, none of this other stuff will do a whole lot for us. So I'm going to put sustainable farms in, and then grab industrial dust conversion. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put a clan ship there, and then industrial dust conversion. Once again, we need that clan ship so that we can settle a planet in this system and lock down our constellation. The main reason we need to lock down our constellation at these galaxy strings is that if we can get influence area like this, it'll make it so that early on, before people discover the tech that lets you travel without galaxy strings, they won't be able to enter our constellation at all unless they declare war on us. And even if they do declare war on us, it won't matter that much because we will have fleets at both of our choke points ready to go. Right now we've got one probe here, which is not particularly safe, but it'll have to do for now. Oh, sweet, we can colonize this. And it's already on the list. Awesome. Okay, so with all that done, we do have tons of dust. It's time for us to buy another hero. And it's probably going to be this guy. Yeah, it's going to be this guy. And we are going to hire him and assign him to our fleet at Rookbot. So now this fleet is like super, super awesome because they have a hero. And actually he has a level. And we are trying to work our way towards Harvester. That is big, big money for us. So in order to get there, we need to get Veteran 1, 2, Dust Wielder 1, 2, and then Harvester. And we also will probably move up and pick up Cyber Skilled because it basically makes Veteran free. Veteran 4 free, essentially. So to start with, I think I'm going to go with +3 offense. The reason I'm not worrying about defense too much is because I have a tendency to build these sort of like suicide fleets that are just really, really damaging. And that's what we're going to focus on. So we'll go ahead and grab Veteran 1. That puts us one step closer to where we want to be. Ooh, Tinkerer is also... Wait, that's missiles only, so it's not great. Engine Tuner is awesome, though. We'll pick that up later. Okay, so with all that stuff done, now it is time to end our turn. Yes, it is time to end our turn. Didn't we have a clan ship going somewhere? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we did not. Unless we have one in here. No, we don't. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end, and let's see what they do. I think they're about to land right here, so we'll get to pound them into the ground. Right on. We picked up the next industrial exploitation upgrade, and the ability to harvest Hyperium, which is great because that'll unlock some better weapons for us. Awesome. Awesome. Hyperium is exploited in all links now. And now we're beginning to build our ground pounders, which is great. And they've reached us, so now it's time to test out our new general. This should be quite entertaining. I'm just gonna go barrier. Honestly, because I tend to build like these throwaway ships that have nothing but guns on them, going barrier is actually really, really effective. Default formation is fine, and let's go with guillotine. Because we really want to kill a couple of their front guys, because if you just focus fire on one guy, you'll usually kill him in one round, but then a lot of your shots get wasted. So I find Nosebreaker, or not Nosebreaker, Nosebreaker's the one that hits one. Guillotine. Guillotine is very effective. Okay, here we go. Come on, boys, tear them up. And because we can, we're just going to go ahead and go with the cinematic cam. Oh, actually, there we go. We'll turn off the HUD. Blam, blam, go lasers, go. Okay, so they're using projectiles, which are much faster and fire at a higher rate, but they're less accurate. And you can see the difference right there. Wow. Yeah, so we're just decimating them with the help of our new commander. Boom, boom, boom. Get him. Come on, pop. There we go. Yeah, so we didn't even make it out of phase 1 there, I don't think. We just sort of cleared everything out, no problem. Good job, Volter ships. You has done it. Well, those are Blaster Master ships. I could say that that's named after the old game, and it kind of is, but while I'm talking about that, I want to give a shout out to Blaster Brewmaster, who is another Let's Player on YouTube, who's really great and does some really fun stuff like Mega Man 8-Bit Arena, and he's honestly just a really cool guy who's been very supportive and helpful for me personally. So go ahead and give him a look if you get a chance. Let's see, what do we have? Let's get Veteran 2. I think that puts us pretty close to in line with what we need. I'm going to go ahead and accept it, and then I'm going to look one more time just to be sure. Okay, so we have Veteran 2, so next we need Dust Wielder. That's fine. This guy will be getting a lot of experience because we'll move him around between our invasion fleet and our combat fleet. And that way he'll continuously sort of gain experience. Do we have anything built over here yet? No, the ground pounders are going to take quite a few turns to get out, which is sort of unfortunate. Alright, let's end the turn. Ooh, our people are not very happy. I need to take a look at that. Yeah, we are making a ton of dust and we don't really need to anymore. That's probably a little bit better. Why are they so unhappy in the capital? Minus 7.2 from population, minus 20 from planets. Oh, okay. So because I spread out and settled some planets that are kind of bad as in happiness, it's made this system particularly unhappy, and that's fine. Hopefully that will get better with time. We should be working our way closer to the first tech that'll help, which is this right here. Where are we on research? Okay, so we are almost done with the second ring. I tend to do these in rings because it's basically the most effective way to do it. We'll add that, and then I want to grab this because we're going to need that happiness really quickly. Total hole integrity. That'll let us travel through those wormholes or galaxy strings, as I call them. And it'll give us a minus to our expansion disapproval, which is great. So we'll grab that. We can go ahead and grab... Actually, I'll leave that for a little bit later. Yeah, I'll come back in once we finish that, what we've got right now. Okay, so Corona is working on the clan ship that we need to settle over here. That's great. And now we'll just end the turn. We really need those invasion ships to pick up the pace and start coming out a little bit faster. But there's not a whole lot we can do about it as long as these guys are unhappy. They're not going to do great work. Actually, you know what? It might be worth it to take a loss if it improves the number of turns that a ground pounder takes. So let's take a look. Right now, 135. Not seeing a whole lot of difference between when we are gaining money and when we aren't. So I'm going to go ahead and put us back on gaining money. And hey, we've got another fleet to slaughter. For the sake of time, I'm probably just going to auto this one. When we get some more epic fleets and the battles are going to be more epic, I'll probably go back in and play them. I might also look for a combat speed setting so that we can see the cinematic but see it a little bit faster. Okay, that worked, and we got another level. This is what I'm talking about. This guy is going to get really handy really fast. As long as they keep sending troops to defend this, he's going to keep leveling, and he's going to get to our bonuses that we want really quickly. Okay, end the turn. Come on, what do you got for me, game? Let's see. We have unlocked Extended Bunkers, which is extra damage in allied territory. Not a huge benefit right now, but it will be once we start to sort of have to defend space. Okay, so we have our first invasion ship done, and I really shouldn't do this. I should sort of wait for all of them to finish, but I'm honestly a little bit tired of waiting. So we're going to create a fleet out of it and send it up this way. And the reason we're sending it up to Corona is because we want to basically bring it over here to Rookbot. Oh, lovely, another fleet. I'm very happy to help. I will crush your fleet. Let's see. Efficient schooling, yay, massive production increases. This should help a lot. Wait a minute, what system is he in? He's in Pardalis, right? Yeah, so that should speed those up. It looks like it cut at least a turn off of each of our ground pounders, which is great. And now we're going to go ahead and resolve this combat. Guillotine, please. And dust shields. Well, not dust shields. Dust barrier? Barrier. Dust shield or dust barrier is something you unlock later as these guys level up. Wham bam, thank you dude, you are gone. Not enough experience to level that guy, that's okay. Ending the turn again. Let's see what they've got. Oh, we got some more coverage, but we're still not reaching Corona, which is somewhat unfortunate. Hydrus is building everything now because it needs to. And it's still got 14 turns until it becomes an outpost, that's completely fine. I'm gonna go over here and build the food upgrade. That should handle that. Nice, in 2 turns we will have the happiness upgrade, which is awesome because what we're gonna try to do is rush that out with dust so that we start building things a little bit faster. And Corona now has a colony ship, which is good. Because we'll send that over here once we're done. Whoa, what is this? That's a probe. Why is the probe with you? The probe is supposed to be here. Okay, it's alright, we'll send it back. Go back, probe, we need you guarding the home system. Oh, we've got another... yeah, we have another ground pounder here. Actually, you know what? I might send a colony ship over here to Bracia, because if we colonize this, we can build a portal here and then warp guys straight from Pardalis to Bracia. I like that idea, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna create a clan ship fleet, and then fly that sucker straight over here. Get over there, ground pounder. Awesome. We has a ground pounder, and it's close. Will it make it? It made it this turn. Oh, wow, did you see that? Our invasion turns went down from infinite to 8. That is the impact of one single ground pounder. Now imagine an entire fleet of those, and you'll see what I'm getting at. Okay, so we'll pop that out. I'm going to leave the ground pounder there until we can get Bracia down and build a portal there. And we are still 2 turns out. Yeah, did we, like, not gain any science last turn? Oh no, I think we're done with the happiness. We are done with the happiness, and now we're getting the applied Casimir, which is our last thing. So we're going to pop around and grab all the tier 3 stuff that we want. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that will entail. We definitely want fleet command points because we're at war, so I'll start there, grab those, come over here and get some more trade agreements, another fleet command point boost, and pick up that so that we can expand smaller planets, and then we'll come through and grab all of these. Honestly, I should probably go for this first because it's a massive science increase, but I'm more worried about our military right now just because of how things have worked out. We kind of really need to be conscious of our military. And colonize that small tundra. That's exactly what we want. We don't have a ton of food here, so growth will be slow at first. I'm kind of okay with that though, because the main thing is we want to get that down and build ourselves a Vaulter Aperture real quick. Can we rush it? You cannot buy out this item because it's a special improvement. Okay, I can accept that. However, I can buy out that. No, I can't because it costs 167, but we can buy it out next turn, so that's what we'll do. And there's science all dealt with. Move, little probe, go back where you're supposed to go, and now kill this guy. So once again, we're just going to go with our very, very safe, very, very cost-effective engineering barrier. As you can see, that only uses 0 dust, so we don't lose anything doing it. And we'll switch over to guillotine, and let it go. Come on, level. Level, level, level. Yes, level. Okay. Oh, we still need one more before we can start dust harvesting. That's okay though, we should get that fairly soon, and they're going to keep sending guys over here now that there's an actual threat on the system with 7 turns. So we should have plenty of guys to shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and end the turn, and let's see what happens next. We now have 191 dust, which is perfect because we can use it to buy this heavy isotope refinery. That should speed up this whole process, and I'm actually going to come over here to Pardalis and add infinite supermarkets. That'll take quite a few turns to build, so I'm not going to put it out right now. And what do we have up here in Corona? in Corona, we can take that, which will provide extra happiness, so I think we'll do that, just to sort of keep our empire happy. And I'll do the same thing over here, but I'm going to add it after the sustainable farms and the alien grafting, because I feel like those are more important. Actually, you know what? Sustainable farms is not amazing for this system. But that's okay, we'll leave it, just because it will help. The probe is coming back. The invasion continues. Go, 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 go. Come on. We can do this. And we got the ability to travel through wormholes, and minus 22% expansion disapproval, which should be great for us. Nice. Okay, so now if we come down to 1, we're still only content in the capital, which is somewhat disappointing. But I'm good with it. We have encountered the United Empire. Crap, they are in our home system. That is not a good thing. How much production? Lots of production here. Okay, we're going to pull that out, and we are going to add in a whole nother cheap thrill fleet. Is it cheap thrills we're using now, or is it Blaster Masters? Okay, it's cheap thrills. I thought it was Blaster Masters, but it is in fact cheap thrills. Yeah, there we go. Long-range beams. So that's another cheap thrill fleet that we're producing that should help us fend off these UE guys. Fortunately, there's not really any systems in here for them to take, but we did lose this choke point, which is kind of disappointing. However, if we move the probe there, and this is... can't tell. 27 combat power, we have 20. That's okay, we're going to go ahead and barricade them right there, because we don't really want them going anywhere. And I think we're going to end the turn there. Oh wait, nope, we've got a fight at Rookbot. And unfortunately, guys, I think that is almost all the time we have. I would like to play longer and continue the video. Unfortunately, I am, well, not unfortunately, super fortunately, I am going to be recording a video of Endless Legend Shadows tonight as well, so we're going to have to just do what we got to do and end this episode. Nice, very, very quick win. Did we level? We leveled. Now we get to start making the monies. Okay, it's going to be really easy for us to buy stuff out after that. Alright guys, so that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave something in the comments, and please game responsibly.